Just a minute. There is an airport in Grove?
There is an airport in Grove. I am a certified flight instructor, so I teach people how to fly here at Grove.
Wow. So not only is there an airport, but you can actually learn how to fly.
Absolutely.
And how young can you be to actually come to the flight school?
You can solo when you're 16. I've trained several people who are in their 40s and just want to learn how to fly.
What got you into aviation? Even if you have your job right now, you still could be learning how to fly. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Franklin, and I'm with.
Jaden Durling.
And where are we?
We're at the airport.
Well, just a minute. There is an airport in Grove?
There is an airport in Grove.
So some people might not know that, but I am literally at an airport in Grove, Oklahoma. And what do you do here at this airport?
I am a certified flight instructor, so I teach people how to fly here at Grove.
Wow. So not only is there an airport, but you can actually learn how to fly.
Absolutely.
And what got you into aviation?
Oh man, so I've always been fascinated how things work and really have enjoyed learning the intricacies of aviation and flying. It's a challenge every time you go up in the air, but it's so rewarding to see, the ground below you and to think I am flying something right now that is going through the air at 100 miles an hour. And that's the coolest thing ever.
Wow. And I think it's really cool what you're able to do here. And so when did you start flying an airplane and all that as well? You seem pretty young. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say, but I am at the scary age of 40. But I'm assuming that you're not 40.
Yeah, so
But so what? When did you actually start flying?
So I started flying when I think I was 19 years old. So
Okay.
about 4 years ago, decided, you know what, I think this is for me, and I got my private, and then went all the way to my flight instructor ratings.
All right. And I thought something that you were saying was pretty interesting to begin with. You were saying some people could have like a 9 to 5 job and all that, but
Hmm.
they still could actually be learning how to fly as well. And they don't
Absolutely.
have to be just limited to what they're doing right now. And I think you put things in terms of reality, in terms of what you can do. Can you just? I'm fumbling my words. We're probably gonna edit some of that, and if we don't, whatever. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that there is a possibility that even if you have your job right now, you still could be learning how to fly. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I've trained multiple people who have 9 to 5 jobs. I've trained a guy who does asphalt work. I trained a guy who does concrete staining. Um, I've trained man, I've trained several people who are in their 40s and just want to learn how to fly, and
Okay.
it's totally doable. And I got one dude done, and he was in his 50s in a year, and he wants to go all the way.
All right. So you can still learn when you're 40.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. And and then about how you said you can be in your third class and be in the air. Is that correct?
I'm assuming you're meaning a third class medical. The medical certificate is what you're meaning, or
Or I mean, well, just you're in your flight school. Can you be in like your third class? Is that what you're saying? And being in the air,
oh,
flying?
okay, I'm following. Yeah, so lesson wise, by really our third lesson, we're in the air.
Wow.
So the first one is orientation. We're getting your documents from you, really just telling you how this is all going to work, expectations, and then the next one is we're actually getting into our first ground lesson and talking about some certain topics, what to expect. And then the third one, we're hopping in this plane and we're going flying.
Wow. Okay. So how young can you be to actually come to the flight school?
You can solo when you're 16.
Okay.
Um, you're eligible for your private pilot certificate when you're 17. You're eligible for your commercial pilot certificate when you're 18.
Hmm.
And then in order to fly for the airlines, you're eligible at 23.
Okay.
Usually, what I see between 15 and 20 hours, someone will take this plane, my student will take this plane up, and they will fly around, we call it around the patch. So basically, traffic work, staying close to the airport in 15 to 20 hours.
Wow. Now you were talking about the difference between your course and maybe other flight schools and all that. Can you tell us a little bit about what is the difference? What makes this flight training school different?
Absolutely. So, one of the things we are very big on is one, safety, and two, we want to offer the best product that we can. and our product is flight training and teaching someone to fly a plane safely. Anyone can fly a plane, but it takes dedication and skill to fly a plane safely. And that's what we're all about. And we don't compromise on those things.
Okay. And about how much could someone expect to pay to come to the flight school?
Absolutely. So for a private pilot certificate, um, you can get that according to the regs in 40 hours. What I usually see people get it as around 50, upwards to the 60-hour mark. Um, and we usually tell people right around 10,900, but there's
Okay.
a lot of variables that go into that, depending on how much someone shows up, how prepared they are when they come to a lesson. Weather is another thing that we have to contend with because we're in Oklahoma and we
Yeah.
have those windy days every
Hmm.
once in a while that pop up.
But I think that makes it actually really doable.
Absolutely.
That's a price point that I believe is doable for different people, and it's a goal for those who might be wondering, okay, can I do this or not? It's like we can have goals, get up to that amount of money, and be able to literally fly, even if we're 40. Wow. So,
Absolutely.
so I want to thank you for that. And I have like one or two more questions or
Yeah.
whatever. What is this plane specifically? Can you tell us about this? And yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Piper Cherokee 140. It's a great trainer plane, very stable, very forgiving. Top speed around 130 miles an hour is what that's really top what I see. Usually cruise about 110 miles an hour, but this is our workhorse when it comes to flight training.
Okay. And with your students, where are some of the areas that you fly from this airport?
Absolutely. So we like to go to a lot of places. I've taken students to XNA. I've taken them to Springfield. I've taken students to Kansas City downtown Wheeler Airport. Take them to Tulsa International before, and they actually get to go to some of these places solo.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And so XNA, what is XNA for
Uh,
those who don't know?
yes, XNA. My apologies is Northwest Arkansas National Airport, or XNA for short, is what we call it in pilot lingo.
Yeah, I like XNA. It's a really nice airport,
It is.
and I'm really excited for what you're doing here. And I'm so thankful that you were able to show me this plane today,
Absolutely.
and then also do this interview. And do you think that some people should come out here and at least tour the airport?
Absolutely. I have a great team of instructors who are ready to teach people how to fly because that's what we're really passionate about. And they can get a hold of us at our phone number 918-999-9359. And we have our website live as well, flyhomeaviation.com.
All right, thank you so much for that information.